Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's messages. And this is technically for the week of June 11th to the 17th of 2019, although I am late getting it out, so I do apologize to you. However, this is all for the July readings, which are going to be out on the 15th, so bear with me. Now, I am actually highly motivated to get this reading done because I had this idea last night that I would do an oracle card only reading, and I'm kind of excited about it. I don't even know if you guys can handle this oracle extravaganza that's about to happen, but we are going to do it. So as always, first things first, follow me on Instagram at Onyx Healing if you don't already, because I do lots of card picks on there, as well as subscribe here to this channel if you would like notifications on when my videos come out. Hit the bell, and if you would like to work with me one-on-one, you know I'm always here to support you, and you're welcome to check out the links in the description box for my Patreon, where I have, you know, different tiers, as well as links to work with me independently. And I also put out a podcast and meditations. Lots going on in my world. So let's just start digging in. So I'm gonna pull a Miracles Now card. So let's see what's coming through. First, the key to getting what I want is to ask for it. Be intentional about how you ask for it as well. That's one thing that I don't think people keep in mind. I know this was a blind spot that I had for a really long time in manifestation, was asking for things in a way that was angry, bitter, and resentful. Okay, not exactly the best tone to start asking for things, because you get met with that same energy when it makes an appearance. Where if you're relaxed and zen, when you ask for things, it actually does come in more of a palatable way. So just keep that in mind as you're walking through whatever path you're on right now. You gotta ask. A closed mouth will not get fed, and you are 100%, you can get anything that you ask for, theoretically speaking, right? But you have to actually set your intention at being worthy of receiving it, in part. And then we have cry. So maybe this is a little bit more of an emotional week. That is quite all right. Just remember to embrace the feelings as they come up. Allow them to discharge through the body. You do not want to let them sit and fester. That is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make if you are trying to process emotions. Do not allow those to just like sit around. That's gonna be worse long term. So actually, you know, I want to do a few of those. So let me pull an Affirmator, just the classic deck, and see which one we have coming up this week. Personal growth. This is why we have the cry card coming up. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away, like training wheels on a bike. They helped me get to where I am, but now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. Okay, so definitely getting a lot of healing and a lot of growth this month. Not mad about it, not going to complain about it. If it comes with growth, then it makes it worth it, because your experience is going to elevate, it is going to ascend as a result. Okay, now I'm gonna pull a few of these cards right here. Abundance. You have access to everything that you need. Remember that all of the resources in the universe are infinite. Completely infinite. There is no scarcity. If you need it, you can get it. If you are calling it in, it's available to you. You know, there's of course nuances to this. However, if we're talking strictly about what is available and not available, I promise you that it is available, and that's what this card is reflecting right here. Anything that you need, it already exists for you. It's just a matter of calling it in. So that is here to just remind you that yes, you are fully supported in terms of the material resources that you need, or you have an abundance already that you have access to, and it's time to just open your eyes to that. And then we have wisdom, so you're gaining a lot of insight this week, and I know that can be so uncomfortable. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. You know, it can be a real pain if you're you know, gaining a lot of wisdom. And I mean, we have the personal growth card on the table. These are quite intense energies that are coming up this week. So while you're asking and receiving and growing all along the way, you know, it's kind of an intense week. And then we also have family. So family is, of course, you know, it can be abstract, it can be however you're defining that, but focusing on the relationships and the people that are close to you and do matter to you, this is going to be a great week to spend time with them, to invest in those relationships, and just kind of allow yourself to go there. Allow yourself to heal what needs to be healed, feel into the support of the people who do care about you. And maybe if you're like, but nobody cares about me, I care about you. So you can just use me for the meantime. Now, let's see what else is coming up. We have Ask Body. You need to check in with your body in order to find a solution or figure out more information about what it is that you have going on. So I would say turn to your gut, turn to your physical experience. Are you contracting? Are you expanding? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? Do you feel exhausted? When you're around that person, place, or thing, do you feel like you're going to tear your hair out, or do you feel like you're calm and at peace? And that's good information for you to have. Okay, then we also have Get Curious. There's nothing wrong with curiosity. Everything that you have going on, you can just look at with curiosity. And I want to make a distinction here. If you're kind of shouting and shaking your fist at God and saying, you know, why? That is not curiosity. That is bitterness and anger. So the thing is, and I'm not saying that with judgment, I'm just saying that that tone is not going to work for self-discovery. So try to soften that a little bit, and instead just get curious. Is more of like, I wonder why this is happening or unfolding this way. I'm curious about where things are going to go with this. There's a difference in tone and delivery that can really help just from an energetic standpoint. Okay. And then we also have nature. So this is just getting yourself outside a little bit more, could be really helpful. Whatever you have available to you, this is definitely the time to check it out. Go places, get outside, do something fun, go for a walk, get some movement in. You know, that would be really great. I mean, I'm a big advocate for exercise personally, but you know what I mean. Just like do something different, do something you haven't done in a while, and that could really loosen things up and get the energy flowing, and also keep you in your body so you can actually identify what is going on. If you don't know what I'm saying, what I meant is I'm in a funky mood. I'm so sorry. But because of the Ask Body card, you need to be in your body in order to tell what it wants and needs. Okay, then we're going to pull a truth bomb. First, attend to the divine. So you need to do the energetic work first. That's probably the most important element of this week. If you're struggling with abundance, if you're struggling with clarity, then you're going to want to spend some time just accessing your divine information, right? Sitting in quiet or contemplation, something so you can actually nurture the energetic side of things and get in touch with your higher self, right? So for those of you that got the meditation from me, the Connect to Source meditation, that's the one that you're going to want to do this week. Just try practicing that whenever you can. If you want to get that meditation, it's in the description box, but that would be the one that puts you in connection so you're able to attend to the divine. Let's pull some Sovereign Oracle cards. You guys know these have one word with 3 phrases, so maybe there's something that jumps out at you. That's the phrase that you need to hear. Okay, so let's see. Alignment. Explore energy first, matter will follow. That's what I was saying here. You want to attend to the energy first. Okay, you want to pay attention to the energetic state in the beginning, and the rest will come into alignment. Find the spine, yours or the one in the situation. Address the source, and everything will fall into place. Okay, so that's definitely speaking to something for you, because there's a lot there. That's a juicy card. Embodiment. Appreciate the opportunities inherent in being on the planet. Stand in your own affinity for yourself, then act. Allow your potency to vibrate. The situation may shift and reply. So you want to maybe work on like the attitude, insight, or like perspective piece. Like, what are you extracting from it? How are you working with the challenges or the energy that you have going on in this moment? And that can help give you a lot of information as well. And you can, if you're able to tweak any one of those things, how you're looking at it, what you're feeling about it, or also your sense of empowerment, if you're able to embody that, you can see like the circumstances even shift as a result. Recreate. Take a break. It will be there when you return. Try a fresh start. The results might surprise you. Genius requires action and rest to be made manifest. Okay. That first one I needed to hear. So it's okay for you to take a break, right? Your world is not going to crumble if you take a break, right? If you take a break for 5 years, yeah, you're definitely going to be delayed. Definitely. But most of the time, it's safe to take a break in the short term. And then we also have catharsis. Feel your feelings before you try to move forward. The solution may be emotional rather than logical. A messy situation may be an important healing in disguise. Whoo! Man, this is why I was all excited about this reading. I was like, there's so much going on. I gotta tell them. Okay. Should we do a 3-card pick with these? Okay, we're gonna do 2 3-card picks. Okay. So I'm just going to lay all of the cards out. Maybe you have different questions that you want to ask, or you're just getting some guidance for the week. So here's the first 3-card pick up top. And then we're going to do the second 3-card pick on the bottom. All right, pick as few or as many cards as you'd like. Okay, now card number 1, we have birth. So you are really emerging. There's so much growth happening right now. Just let it come. Let it come. It's not something you can fight against. It might be a little bit achy emotionally or physically as you're growing. That is part of the deal. Take it in stride. Understand that you do need that contrast in order to understand what it's like to not be in a growing pain. So it will shift. Card number 2, think with your heart. This is highlighting the emotional aspect of things. Really, really stay heart-centered this week. It's going to be important for you to do that so you can really feel into what's best for you and what's best for the direction that you're going, as well as the relationships that are in your life and just how you're moving forward. Card number 3, we have final step. So there's one last piece, like the last hurdle. This could also have something to do with, hey, get that thing done before Mercury goes retrograde. That could also be another message for some of you that are like, oh, I have to publish this or put this out into the world, or sign that contract or get something going, you're going to want to hurry up and make that happen in the next couple weeks before Mercury goes retrograde. So keep that in mind. Now let's do the bottom row, the second 3-card pick. Card number 1. These are all going to be upside down, just ignore that. This is twin, so you might be dealing with your shadow self. You know, there's definitely some good, bad contrast happening here as well. That's okay. This seems like a part of yourself that you're facing this week that you're really learning about and growing with. So just take the information, honor what it is that you have coming up for yourself and move through it, because the information is there to help you, not to harm you. And then we have your dreams are closer than you think for card number 2. So the things that you want, like, you are really not far off. I think if you feel like things have been going slow or not progressing in the way that you want, they are way closer than you realize. So just be patient, relax into this. There's no rush. You've got time. Like, I promise you've got plenty of time. So just know that. This is, oh, and for those of you that are number people, this is 44 if you're into that sort of thing. Card number 3, we have everything will be okay. It will, I promise. This is just a heavy growth week, and growth sucks, man. Like, it just kind of does. It's awesome, amazing, and wonderful, but it also can be a pain, and that's okay too. So everything will be okay. This is just a reminder, so I hope let that float you through anything that might be really heavy, sticky, frustrating, uncomfortable this week. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you this week. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want sign-specific readings, those are available on Patreon. You're welcome to check that out, as well as love readings. If you are interested in more of like the energetic work, I have meditations out now. The link is in the description box. You're welcome to download those for your use. They're all yours. They're here to support you energetically and contribute to your healing. And if you need support directly from me, I am always available to you guys. So check out the link in the description box to book a session with me. And until next time, follow me on Instagram, because we're doing lots of fun stuff on there and more energetic tools, all the fun things. So subscribe, follow, like, share, and I am sending you lots and lots of love. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.